Hi everyone, happy April. Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If you haven't been here before, my name is Peace and I use this channel to just share all the business tips, especially for small businesses that I have, because I know how difficult it can be and I've come quite a long way if I say so myself, so I do want to share that as I continue my journey. Today's video is all about social media marketing. I think this is the most beginner friendly form of marketing. It's budget friendly and a lot of people have some experience and some knowledge of social media already. So if you're a small business owner, it does tend to be most people's go-to. And this video I'll probably be focused on Instagram. I'll probably do a part 2 as well, because social media marketing is a whole bucket load. The first tip I want to speak about is not even a social media marketing specific thing. It is marketing in general. I think it's something that a lot of us don't know when we first start a business. The goal of marketing isn't always to sell. So it's not everything that you post that you should be asking for a sell. It's not every email you send out that you should be asking for a sell. There are so many different objectives that you can have when it comes to marketing. Sales is one, brand awareness is another, increasing brand loyalty, increasing customer relationships. If you see every single post, you're like, buy this, buy that, we got this, we got that, check out our sale, check out our link, this, that. That is not the best diversification of a social media strategy, and it's definitely something you should review. Like, how are you actually building a relationship with your customer base? How are you getting people to know you? As I've said in some of my past videos, know, like and trust is a marketing principle that I think we should always have in the back of our minds, especially if you're in the beginning of your business. Bigger businesses, they can probably get away with doing this, buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. But if you're just starting out, people don't even know you. They don't even know you to like you. And you're already going to jump into the point where you expect them to trust you and start buying everything that you say they should buy. Try to diversify. You're trying to entertain them. This is obviously all dependent on your brand, but you can educate them, you can entertain them, you can just say things that are relatable, you can build awareness of what your brand stands for. There are so many other elements that you should be pulling into your social media strategy that aren't sales. Tip number 2 is to create a social media strategy based on your needs at the time. If you know your needs are that people don't know you, that maybe you haven't even launched yet, maybe you want to get more in terms of the brand awareness. I want to say brand awareness. I don't mean product awareness. I mean your brand. Like, you're trying to build something sustainable and long-standing. You want people to understand what makes your brand different, why they should choose you over other businesses. That's where branding comes into it. And brand awareness is a very common marketing objective, because people that are in the industry, they know how vital it is for increased brand loyalty. So definitely, when you're creating your strategy, sit down and think, what is it that customers need to know about me? What's the main objective at this stage of my business that I need to address? And obviously, you can do more than one objective at any given time, but it's just that when you're planning out your content for the week, for example, make sure that you're hitting the most important touch points that relate to where you are in your business. So tip number 3 is to decide which platforms make the most sense for you. Like I said, though this is focused on Instagram, because I feel like a lot of people use it, if your business doesn't make sense to be Instagram focused, then don't just ignore other social media platforms so you don't see other people using it. If you're a service-based entrepreneur, for example, and your target market happens to be like working professionals or business owners, you're probably spending all your time on Instagram, whereas LinkedIn probably has so much of your target market. But just because you don't see other people doing it, your kind of default is just to focus on Instagram. But there are so many opportunities on each of these platforms. I don't like how everyone says, oh, Facebook's dead. Just because you're not on it, Facebook is still the biggest social media platform. How wild is that? The thing that people think is dead, it is still the biggest social media platform. Definitely think about which platforms make the most sense for you. You don't have to do all of the platforms. I think sometimes that can get really overwhelming when you're trying to like just keep up and be present everywhere. I would say pick one form of long form content and one short form content, which just means a long form content will be where you can go into more detail, like a blog, a YouTube channel, a podcast, and a short form content will be things that are just like really short bursts of information or content. So Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Twitter, nothing too fancy or detailed. I would definitely say pick one of each. I'm working on this myself. My business's YouTube channel is in the works. And it's definitely not easy, but I would say that's a good rule of thumb. Tip number 4, I need to stop putting up my hands like my nails are nice, is creating a content calendar. I definitely saw a massive difference when I started doing this. I really avoided it for a long time because I don't like structure, but it definitely makes sure that you're hitting all the objectives that you need to hit. as I discussed before, you do want to have a good blend of, for example, building awareness, getting sales, increasing loyalty, and having a content calendar where you can say, okay, on this day I'm going to post this kind of post with this objective, and making sure that you're getting across your different touch points on your different platforms. And a content calendar just really allows you to have a diversified marketing strategy that is hitting all your objectives. I honestly, when it comes to these business tips, the more you pre-plan and you pre-strategize and you don't just do things because it seems like the norm to do, the more that you do things and know why you're doing it, what I like to call intentional execution, is such a game changer. I'm telling you, like, it makes such a difference when you do things because you know why you're doing it, and it allows you to build strategies that are very unique to your business. Because at the end of the day, even though there are kind of rules of thumbs and best practices across industries and across businesses, and just principles in, for example, marketing and sales and e-commerce or whatever it is, which I love to go by, there are always going to be nuances based on your brand. And until you understand why these principles are what they are, why people do what they do, it's really hard to address the nuances in your business and make these strategies work directly for you. Why everything can sometimes just seem very copy and paste. When you look at a lot of businesses, it kind of seems like everyone's doing the same thing because everyone's doing the same thing and not knowing why they're doing it. So they can't, it makes it harder to even try to be unique, even if you wanted to. And my fifth tip is, again with a pinch of salt, I think I've mentioned this in a previous video, my launch strategy video, I mentioned this, but ads. They are so powerful. Every single platform I can think of off the top of my head has some sort of ad system. And definitely, if you have time, if you feel like you're a bit more advanced in your business, and you just feel like it's time for you to do it, I would say take the time to learn how to run ads on the platform that you're the most successful on and the platform that your target audience is mostly on. You can definitely see a lot of results. And the great thing about ads, most of the time the minimum spend of it is so low that you don't really have much to lose by trying it out. I say that with a pinch of salt because you can. One day I think I will talk about my journey with ads, but yeah, you can lose a lot of money if you're not careful. But it has a lot of potential to just boost your marketing strategy. If I was working organic marketing, if you put money behind it, ads can just boost that to the next level for sure. I would say look into ads. Not necessarily run them, but look into it, and then from there you will start to learn more and understand if it's for you or if it's something you want to try out at this time in your business. But yeah, those are all my tips. Like I said, this is a part 1. I probably will do a part 2. Let me know if you want me to focus on a particular platform or if you want me to just talk more about the principles of social media marketing. And yeah, I will see you again in my next video. I really hope that was useful. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye.